Hello everyone. I want to talk to you about 3 things to consider when you are choosing a business name. So it's really important to get it right. You're thinking about what your business name would be for your training organization. Here are 3 key things that are going to help you make sure you make the right decisions and not mistakes right in the beginning when you're first coming up with a name. So the first thing to consider is it is most ideal if whatever business name you choose has a .com available in a website domain. This is ideal. Now it's not always possible because there are so many .coms taken. However, it is gold if you're able to find it. That's the cream of the crop. Now a lot of people want to just go with their country's domain name. So here in Australia it's .com.au, and of course there's a lot more available as .com.au than there is the .com. I would always recommend that, of course, if you can get the .com, then that's a sign that this is brilliant, providing the name is not completely weird or something, is great to get. And then I would always recommend that you get the .com.au or .co.uk or whatever for your particular country it is, because you don't want anyone else to be able to buy that domain. So you want to own it. And they're so cheap to buy that you might as well have them, and whether you host them or not doesn't matter, but at least you own them. Okay, so ideal to do a search. You can use GoDaddy or something like that and type in the business names that you're thinking and see, you might be lucky. There might be a .com available, and then you've hit gold, because that's really a global domain name, will position you as nice and big and substantial if you own the .com. So that's point 1. Point 2 is to think about checking out the business names that you're thinking about on the companies registered in your country. So look up, it might be Companies House, it may be wherever companies get registered, and you can do Google search online. You can search into Companies House of some description, and it will bring up the companies that are already registered. Now this is a good idea if you're thinking long term. If you're thinking that you may want to form a company down the line, then you want to know if there's any companies already registered with that exact name. Because if it's exact, you won't be allowed to get the name that you want. Also, you don't want there to be a hassle down the line where you've been trading as a business name and then there was a company that already existed. It gets messy and things like that. So you want to start in a really clean, legal way that you're saying what is already out there, what is registered. Because if you decide that you want to be a limited proprietary company, here in Australia it's Pty Ltd after your company, and the advantage of that is you really look substantial when you're business to business. I'm a company approaching you, a company to do training with, so it puts you on an equal footing, which is nice. But also if you start doing really well and are making lots of money, then it's the most tax beneficial, cost effective way to do it is to have a company business for tax purposes. So do get your own advice about all of that and do what's right for you. But these are things to consider when you're first starting the business. You want to think, am I starting with the end in mind? When I grow really big, I don't want to have hassles. So check what is already registered. And the third tip is a practical one, that really you don't want to make your business name needs to be maximum 19 letters, no longer than 19 letters. And that's a long, because if you think about email addresses that people are going to have to write, they'd have to write, Judith at, and then a 19 letters.com or whatever your email is. So, and you got to be careful, because for us, training organizations. Training is a long word. Organization is a long word. Institute, if you want to call yourself such and such training institute, then there are lots of letters in each of those. So if we take a random one, not that you're going to call your company or your business this, but if we take a random best training organization, then that's really long. It's 24 letters to call yourself best training organization. So you want to really think, am I going to use an acronym? Am I going to go for BTO? But then it tends to lose the meaning that it actually stands for best training organization. As I say, not that you're going to call your business that, but never, never, never more. The shorter, the more concise, the more sweet is better. So when we did a rebrand, I did WeTrain. That's exactly what it does. It says on the can is WeTrain, and it's a nice and short one. So emails are easy to write when you like Judith at wetrain.com or .com.au, whatever you've got. Okay, so those three things, make sure you are thinking about your domain, and is the domain that you want available, either a .com or for your country, or ideally both. You're thinking of what is already registered in your country, and making sure down the track you're not going to have hassles then. And of course, no more than 19, shorter and sweeter. Don't get carried away with long business names. Okay. Oh, hi Sue. Hi. Sue is saying hi on my live. Hello, how are you? Hope you have enjoyed these 3 quick tips that I have covered to make sure that you're making the right decisions and the right choices when you have the fun task of thinking of a business name for your training business. Okay. Thanks everyone. See you again soon. Bye.